I got up a little bit earlier today, kind of by 4. So I was getting up early anyways on the off day. So that's a good thing that I kept. I just went ahead and got some rest. Made sure I stayed laid down. I was, just relaxing on my phone. Then I got up, I did some workouts, I got ready. You know what I mean? Made sure my clothes were good to go, everything. So, I had a relaxed morning. And now I'm ready to attack the day. I was already ready to attack the day this whole weekend. I was broke. So I'm ready to attack the day. Now I've been waiting on it. I got a closing shift, and it's an extended closing shift because I'm going to be one of the first cuts tonight. So I'm closing the morning off, and then I'm going to be first cut tonight. So it's a double, but it's like an extended close. Really, it's not really that. It's not like I'm gonna be working 16 hours. I don't really call that a double. I'm gonna be working like 10 hours at most. 10 hours would be me getting off at 10:15. I doubt I'll be getting off at 10:15. I'll probably be getting off before that. I'm looking for around like 9:15, so I'll be here for like 9 hours. So not that bad. I'm gonna end this in a little bit because I do want to get some coffee before I start my day. That's another thing I do to start my day to get in the mode is drink coffee. I did smoke a little bit before work, so I don't want to walk in there and kind of like lazy, like, you know what I mean, everywhere. I do want to get in the mode of getting in there, and let me get back in mode. Let me make sure all my stuff is stocked up, ready to go. See if we got any reservations, see where everybody heads at, see who I'm even working with today. Greet them. I gotta talk about what I did, like, you know what I mean. Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time. I gotta do all of that. So I'm gonna walk in here a little bit early to get that out the way. And then after work, I am gonna get back with y'all about how much I made. The goal today, I don't know how it's been here, so I would just have to go back on my last double. If I come out with 150, I'm happy. I would like to make $100 in my morning shift and then $100 at night shift. So 200, like last time I was set my goals low. So I am going to set a goal for $200 today, which that's still kind of low because I can get more, but $200 is a good goal for me. I still want to be realistic. 150 is like a realistic minimum. 200 is a realistic goal that I can shoot for. That's still like not too much. Like, you know what I mean? I could shoot for 250. But like, this is a realistic goal I can shoot for. And if I do shoot past 225, something like that, then next week I will shoot for 250 if I have a double like this. But that just goes into setting a routine, getting back in routine, setting better things for your routine this go around. And so after a hiatus, it could be good. Or you can go in there and just be like, oh, I haven't worked, I got to get back in the mode, just throw yourself in the fire. Or you can prepare for it. You can prepare for war. Like, same thing about anything. If you haven't played in a game a long time, you're going to get a lot of practice in before you ain't played a game in a long time. If you in the NFL, NBA, something like that. Or if you a fighter, if you haven't fought in a long time, you're going to make sure you get some good sparring and get hit a couple of times so you can be ready. Like, so, I got up a little early. I got my mindset, like, you know what I mean? And I'm already in server mode wherever I go. Like, we were at Universal. I was taking pictures for people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a server this is what I am. So, this ain't nothing. I just know people need their drinks, need their food. This is like, I really need to find a different job where I can serve people in a different way. Like, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'll get into that later. But yeah, all right, boom. I'll see y'all after I get off work. Goal is 200. Boom. We're gonna be talking about other stuff, including the trip, including what I did on my break, on my vacation, and what me and my family did in Orlando, so in New Orleans. So boom, I'm gonna get back with y'all later. Talk to y'all. And so all of that combined, it played a factor into me being more ready for work. So I did that pretty good. A couple other things I said I was going to talk about was the trip to New Orleans, and then what we did as a family, and then my trip to Orlando. So it's going to be real easy to cover up the 20 minutes in here. The first video, I got about 13 minutes worth of content. I'm not going to upload all of it because a lot of it, like a few minutes of it, I wasn't really even talking, gathering thoughts, driving, a little bit of both. But I'll start off this video with my goal. I set my goal before my shift today. for $200. I felt like that was a realistic goal. And I made 213. Yeah, 213. I made 214 actually. Yeah, about 250, about 215. About 215, almost 220, almost 220. Like literally, like I'll probably call it 220 honestly. It's like 218 actually. Cuz I got like 153 on my ferry card and then I walked out with $66. So that's 219. But I went and I got some stuff from the store. And so I'm gonna put it at 217. I made 217 today. And I was there for 10 hours. Almost. No, not 10 hours. I was there for 9 hours and 30 minutes. 9 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, 9 hours and 20 minutes. Exactly. And yeah, I made 217, 215, whatever you want to call it. But I made over $200. That was my goal. So I mean, yeah, that was a pretty good goal. It was a little bit busier than I expected it for the night shift, and so that made it up. I had some good tables today, but that's pretty much every day. It was a smooth day though. The morning shift was very smooth. I worked with Richie and Josh today, as well as Marissa, and Sharon was behind the bar. Josh and Richie, Marissa opened, and then Josh and Richie stayed through pretty much till around like 3. Then Richie went home, and then Josh went home. Josh never got cut, so he was on till the second shift came in, and then he was able to go. But he was already done with everything. So yeah, Frankie closed, so she came in at 4. Got her together, and then yeah. So I hit my goal. I was gonna set the goal from 150. I would have crushed that. I probably would have been like, lazy, because I was over 100 before the end of the first shift. So all I needed was a little bit of business so they could keep me on. Oh, I was trying to go home. Like, to come back from 10 days to a double is kind of crazy. And then my leg kind of hurts too. I'll give you a little bit more on that. Me and my girlfriend, we fell at the Spurs versus Pelicans game. Very embarrassing. Definitely need to work out more so I can be able to catch her. Boom, But anyways, yeah, New Orleans was great. The food was really, really good. The scenery was 10 out of 10. I didn't expect the scenery to be as good as it did. Downtown, near Canal Street, we stayed at, and yeah, we stayed at the Wyndham Garden. Pretty good hotel, sweet little room, whatever the case may be. It was clean, pretty good hotel. But it was a block away from Canal Street, and then it was a block away from St. Charles and a block away from Canal Street. So we were right there by the parade. We were right there by the Mardi Gras parade, and we didn't even know it was Mardi Gras. We thought Mardi Gras was the next week, which it was. The Tuesday we left on was Fat Tuesday. So was the true start of Mardi Gras. But if it's a couple of days before Mardi Gras, they're already celebrating. They're doing the school parades. They were supposed to do parades Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but they only did it on Saturday because it rained all day on Sunday. But nonetheless, the rain wasn't bad. And we got to have a good day on Sunday. We went to the game. It was pretty cool. And then Monday, we got some really good food. I got some red beans and rice from this place called Mondays. If you look at the video I posted, really good, really good, really good. The video I posted of us in New Orleans, the Mondays was really good. The Mondays was really good. I think the red beans and rice with the catfish was the best thing we got there. Second was the shrimp pesto. It was like a blackened pesto, like a Creole pesto sauce that they made. I mean, it was served with just toast. It was just shrimp, the pesto sauce, and toast. And that was probably one of the, if it wasn't the red beans and rice with the catfish, it was that. That was the best. I could eat both of those all day. Really good. And my girlfriend never tried pesto sauce, so that was her first time trying pesto sauce at all. And I love pesto sauce. Pesto sauce is an underrated sauce. You know, but yeah, it was really good. Another thing about New Orleans about New Orleans was, although we were downtown and everything was close, and that was a very good thing, even more important in my eyes was the fact that it looked different than any other downtown I've ever been to. Like, it looks like a city not in America. Like, you know, it's like, you know, you walking down everywhere, you hear jazz music everywhere you walk in. It was plenty of times I walked and just did stuff. I walked and went to the store, went to get some food, like, you know what I mean? I would just pop out and just walk. I was just adventuring around downtown, even without my girlfriend. And it felt like home. Like, even like the homeless people, when they would say something to me that they had their own thing going on, they would just say regular stuff. Like, the one dude had stopped me and he was like, "Hey, let me ask you a question." Didn't ask me for nothing. He asked me, what was the dude off the Saints that runs, passes, and catches? I'm like, "Oh, that's Taysom Hill." He's like, "That's what it is." And him and his boy just kept, I don't even know if they were homeless. Like, I could be literally just lying. Like, the dude probably wasn't even homeless. Like, but he was just probably just kicking it outside. But I mean, they just like it. If they was just kicking it outside, they were kicking it where the homeless people be. But hey, that's their life. If they love it, I love it. So if they like it, I love it. But yeah, the vibe was really good. Food trucks. We didn't stop at any food trucks. We did get some beignets. That's in the video as well. We went to Cafe Beignet. We didn't get a chance to go to Cafe du Monde. It was just so much we needed to do, and it was just, we only were there for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so we only had 3 days to do it. And it seems like that's a lot. No, it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And all of Saturday, as soon as we got picked up at the airport, we got picked up by Uber. She literally told us, like, "Hey, yeah, y'all about to be right across the street from the parade. I'm about to be down there." Parade, like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Parade, like, y'all about to do parade?" She was like, "It's Mardi Gras. What are you talking about? Like, we're about to do Mardi Gras parade." Mardi Gras parades, man. She's like, "Yeah, like, y'all go get y'all a bottle. Y'all don't need to go get no drinks. Go get a bottle, and y'all could drink it on the strip." We like, "Well, we can have an open bottle." She was like, "Yeah, y'all will see cops with bottles." And sure enough, everything she said was true. People had you have to have it in a plastic, you can't have it in glass. So we had it in glass, but we just have it in a paper bag. And I mean, it's like, not nobody, like, you know, if you can have it in a plastic, and I got mine in the glass, I don't know if you're about to really go out of your way and be like, "Hey, random guy that I see maybe have a plastic." Like, you know, I had it in a paper bag, so like, you really can't see what it is. Like, we just drinking it, like, you know what I mean? We got a cup of water from the Cafe Beignet place, got some beignets, grabbed a bag, grabbed an extra bag. When we start grabbing beads, they was throwing us big things of beads. We got a lot of beads, got a lot of toys, random stuff off of the floats. The bands, the twirlers, the dancers, everybody was amazing. It was amazing. I like, we literally got to go down to New Orleans, and I don't know if I said it in any of the other videos, but my people are from Louisiana, and my other side of my family is from central western Mississippi. Like, the place where my family is from in Louisiana, my mom's side, St. Joseph, Louisiana. It's probably like an hour and a half away from New Orleans. And it's probably like an hour and a half or 2 hours away from Calhoun City, Mississippi. This is where my dad's family were. I already been to Calhoun City, Mississippi, and I've seen, like, my last name is Duncan. I've seen a Duncan Hill, the Duncan Chapel, the Duncan this, the Duncan that, and you know, our family say we used to own most of Calhoun City. It's like a hill, actually, the Duncan Hill. The hill, if you stand on Duncan Hill, everywhere you can see was supposed to be Duncan land. And so I don't know if that's true or not. But hey, like a lot of stuff in Calhoun City is named after Duncan. That's my last name. And you know, we did have land down there, and it was burnt up. And like all of this is true. All of this is true. Like the stories that I heard when I started to do my research, I started seeing it like, oh, this isn't these documents aren't available because of a fire. And that's the story I heard, like, oh yeah, they burnt all our stuff up in a fire, or it was like supposed to be like a thunderstorm or something like that, and everything in the county office set on fire. So a whole bunch of just theft, and they killed my grandfather, O.C. Duncan. So and he was like, I don't know why they killed him, but all I know is when I started to do my research, I know my family on my dad's side was highly intelligent. Every census that I seen, everybody over at the age of 4 and 5, when it said read and write, there was yes, yes, and yes. Like, you know, they didn't know how to do everything. And I was looking at other people in the census in the same city, and it were like, when I would see them like white or W or whatever the case may be, not colored, but W for like white, or not even white. It was colored and non-colored, I think. And it was like N and like C. And like all the N's, the non-colored people, or whatever letter they have for the white or non-colored people, none of them knew how to read and write. None, like literally when I was going through it, none of them. And like my whole family by the age of 4 or 5 could read and write. So I mean, I don't really know. You know, I can't say neither here nor there what it really was about. But I mean, if we got our land stolen at the time when we could read and write and nobody else can, it seems racist. Like, it seems like we got our land stolen. Like, you know what I mean? So never no history of a transfer of the deed, a transfer or incorporation of the city, none of that. So it, you know, that's not here nor there. I'm not saying I'm about to go get my land back today or nothing like that, but I mean, it's something I could look forward to one day. But just to show you that, just to let you know, that city, Calhoun City, where my people are from, and St. Joseph's are literally about not even 2 hours apart. And St. Joseph's is not an hour and a half away. It's like an hour and a half away from New Orleans. So both of those places are very close to the vibe of New Orleans. And Choctaw and Chickasaw tribe were very close. They were both Muskegon tribes. And so they spoke Muskegon languages. They both, their religion was animism, pretty much, both of them. And they, you know, they had close relationships with each other. Just as well as all the Muskegon tribes, which is mostly all the tribes that were in the 5 southern states. They all have very close relationships, and they're all very spiritual people, animism deep, you know, stuff like that, and music deep, and like, you know, they were very, very smart in the way that they hid information. Which, in fact, Mardi Gras is a Catholic holiday, but we hijacked it. The native people hijacked it, but like a lot of people don't really know that. So when we wore the mask and we could like act however we wanted to act, we did. We didn't celebrate it in a Catholic way. We made our own culture and celebrated our own thing in the name of their thing. You know what I mean? In the disguise of their holiday, we created our own holiday. So if you look up the history, it'll still say it has Catholic background and stuff like that, but it's unlike anything Catholic you've ever seen. And so yeah, and I mean, it makes sense. So like that's how I would do it, and that's my people. So it makes sense to me. But when I got to go down there and I got to feel the drums close to me, and I got to feel the music and the different tones and the stuff like that, and everybody, like, you know, with the liveliness of it, I got to feel the energy, and it felt like home. It literally, I've been to Atlanta, I've been to LA, I've been to Vegas, I've been to Phoenix, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Kansas City, I've been to Detroit, I've been to all throughout Ohio, I've been to Miami, I've been to New York, I've been to Philly, I've been pretty much everywhere in the United States of America. I've never felt home like that. I'm from Dayton, Ohio. I grew up in Dayton, Ohio. I was born in Xenia, Ohio. I grew up in Dayton, Ohio. I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and I moved to Jacksonville Florida, probably about 4 years ago. It's going on my fourth year now, so, which is actually pretty crazy. Even when I go home today, I don't feel as home as I felt there, like with the music and like, oh, these people are my people, like, Black excellence in the form of everything I really think Black excellence stands for, in the form of culture and like togetherness and like, you know what I mean, pushing through, and you know what I mean, even though you struggling, it doesn't mean that you can still put that smile on your face. The real hard body, raw, like real, like, you know what I mean, like, but still Southern hospitality, still that spirit in them, like, you know what I mean. If you stay to yourself and don't mess with nobody, you're gonna be good, like, you know what I mean. Even though New Orleans is one of the most dangerous places on earth, I never feared it. I want not 1 second when we were in New Orleans I ever feared anything. Not 1 second. Maybe at first, when like we were walking through and it was like homeless people right here, homeless people, but like once I got to like see them and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Like I can more than survive out here. And then it's like, downtown, you got like the little white girls, you got like the little black girls, you got the little, and they just doing their own thing, like, you know what I mean. If they feel as comfortable, I'm a big Black man, like, there's nothing I should be afraid of. And I didn't feel afraid. So, not to say that nobody feels afraid down there, I'm pretty sure they do. But, it was just one of those things. So my trip to New Orleans was really good. Um, when we got home, we picked up Amir and we, spent some time with him for the next 3 days. And that was really good. We haven't had 3 days in a row where we all got to spend time together. I don't think in probably, honestly, 3 straight days where we got to spend a lot of time together like that. Probably since we picked him up in August, literally, or maybe even around his birthday. But other than that, I don't remember us getting 3 days in a row. All three of us are off. All three of us in the house, just laying, watching movies together and stuff like that. We needed that. We needed that. I missed Amir. I missed her. I missed my girlfriend. And Amir missed us after we went to New Orleans. He saw us packing the bags and he was like, "Yeah, I know y'all going to the airport." And we were like, "No," like, trying to play it off, but he knew we were going to the airport. We dropped him off over at my niece's house, and he was just ready for us to come back. Every day we talked to him, he was ready. "When y'all coming to get me? When y'all coming to get me?" Like, dang, y'all left me. It was just like that. Like, dang, y'all left me. And then we had to leave him again because her cousin came down to Florida for her birthday, her cousin's birthday. Her cousin came down to spend her birthday in Florida, and we went to Universal. She came down Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and left Monday morning. So, I ended up having 2 shifts last week, a Wednesday and a Thursday. She came Friday. We landed Tuesday. So we landed Tuesday. We weren't trying to do anything special Tuesday. We didn't want to cook. We didn't want to do anything. So we ordered food. And when we got back, we ate the food, and so we got to clean. We tired. We don't clean till Wednesday. So I worked Wednesday and Thursday. So if we had to do anything, it was going to fall on my girlfriend because I worked 2 days in a row, and then after that, she comes. So if we wanted to get the house presentable, like because we had to get a room together for her cousin to stay in. And so we had to get that room together, and I didn't want it all to fall on her. So I ended up just going ahead and releasing my shifts, my Wednesday and Thursday shift. And they ended up getting picked up as soon as I dropped them. So I had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. 7 straight days off after my New Orleans trip. So I got a whole week after I got back from New Orleans before I had to go back to work, which is great. I got those 3 days with the family, and then Friday came. Her cousin came. Her cousin was cool or whatever. We spent the first 2 days just pretty much at the house chilling. We watched movies the first night. Then the second night, her and my girlfriend went out to a couple of little clubs. It was her birthday, so they wanted to enjoy themselves. They got a couple hours in at the clubs, and they ended up coming straight back. And then we went to Universal on Sunday. Now, Universal is crazy. We went to the Island of Adventures, and we went to Universal Studios. So we got a pretty good deal on the 2 park tickets. I think we paid like $75 a piece for them. The fast passes are $200 a piece just for one park. I didn't know this. So when my girlfriend's looking them up, it's like, okay, they're $100 a piece. $100 a piece is me, right? Because I'm the budgeter. I'm the cheap guy. $100 a piece. That's crazy. We'll just wait. They're like, nah. The cousin like, nah, I'm getting a fast pass. I'm not going out there without a fast pass. I'm like, oh, dang. So now we gotta get a fast pass, right? So we gonna get the fast pass. They're like, oh, well, do we want the one for 103 or do we want the one for 129? I'm like, damn, it's only a $26 difference. We can keep going through different rides. And it was like, nah, let's just get the one. So all right, we're gonna get the one. So my girlfriend goes to it, and it's like, oh, actually, once you go to check it out, all the fees and this and that and da. It's $150 per person. I'm like, $150 per person? It's crazy. Man, don't y'all know that it wasn't $150 per person? It was 150 pounds per person, which is $200 per person. So I went from doing $100 per person to $200 per person, okay? $200 per person for the fast passes. Okay? $200 per person for a fast pass, just for one park. So we get there and we're like, oh yeah, cool. And they're like, yeah, you know the fast pass is only for one park. I'm like, one park? And they're like, yeah. So we did the Island of Adventure. We went to like 4 simulators. We went to like 3 simulator rides at the Island of Adventure. And we went on Velocicoaster, the Incredible Hulk, the Harry Potter ride, and that's literally it as far as roller coasters, okay? We got on maybe 4 roller coasters and 3 simulations, maybe 7 rides in total, okay? Okay? The Harry Potter one, we couldn't use the Fast Pass on. So we did 6 lines for Fast Pass for $200. Universal, y'all gotta know, y'all not ever getting a lick of dollar out of me ever again. Except if I want to take my kids. Okay? Except if I want to take my kids. And that's very expensive, okay? I'll go to Crayola World. I'll go to Epcot. I'll go to one of these little places that just is for kids. And it's got everything a kid would want to. In Orlando, like they got that one place in Orlando, I forgot what it's called, but they got like the axe throwing, they got like the go-kart in there. They got like everything in there. A movie theater, like they got a lot of stuff in there. I forgot what it's called. I've been there a couple times, but it's fire. And that's probably where we'll end up going for Orlando for him. He goes back to Ohio to see his family probably like twice a year. So they want to do it earlier than the summer. Usually it's the summer and around his birthday. So they want to do it earlier this year, which is cool because at that point, get that out the way, he come back, he gonna be with us for a good portion of the year before he has to go back for his birthday. And so yeah, I definitely want to do something with him. It's either gonna be something kiddie or a basketball game. He likes basketball. So yeah. But that's what I had. That's what I did in New Orleans. That's what we did in the meantime. Oh, back at home. Oh yeah, Thursday I fixed my girlfriend's brakes on this car I'm in right now. I did the brakes for myself for the first time. I did all 4 brake pedals. Jacked up the car, put them on a jack stand, boom, 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 boom. It was a lot. I'll give y'all more information about that tomorrow. But for now, I'm about to go unwind from work, de-stress, and I'm gonna chop this video up and I'm gonna upload it tonight. Thank y'all for being with Dot. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, give me all the advice y'all can, and yeah, just stay along with this journey. I appreciate y'all if y'all do view this video, and y'all have a good night, man.